Candace Owens believes that France has sent the assassinate after her. They have sent Agent 47. I'm not kidding. This is on X right now. It's got 2.1 million views. And she basically says, emoji, red alert, urgent. 2 days ago, I was contacted by a high-ranking employee of the French government. After determining this person's position and proximity to the French couple, I have deemed the information they gave me to be credible enough to share publicly. In the event that something happens, in short, this person claims that the Macrons have executed upon and paid for her assassination. Yes, you read it correctly. More specifically, they have greenlit and given to a small team in the National Gendarmerie Intervention Group. I am told there is one Israeli that is on this assassination squad. Well, I mean, if it's one Israeli, now it's official. See, like, without the Israeli, they wouldn't have had the chance. But like, the Israeli is like, giving like plus 25 to operational success. Like, if you had the professionals, you call the Mossad, they're like the gods upon men. They just make shit happen. Like, without the Mossad, people are clueless. The French can't actually perform takedowns of VIPs, but when you put the Israeli over there, as I mentioned before, like, he's like the god of war. He thinks like people that can't do shit and now they become professionals just because he's there. Again, this person provided concrete proof that they are well placed within the French government apparatus. Further to this point, this person claims that Charlie Kirk's assassination trained with the French Legion, the 30th Brigade, with multi-state involvement. So like basically someone wanted the country, wanted another nation. He went to the French Legion. And what the French Legion asked of him, it's like, you need to murder this guy in the US. And he said, fuck, I love my country. I love France. Viva la France! But anyway, the journalist Javier Possard's life is also at risk. This is deadly serious. The head of state of France apparently wants us both dead and has authorized professional units to carry this out. I ask that every person retweets and shares this. Give her likes, give her retweets. I do not know who is in the American government that can be trusted, since this source claims our leaders are aware. But I have more specific information, which is definitely verifiable, should they care to reach out to me. To the brave official in France who did this because they were so moved by the evil of Charlie Kirk's execution to risk their own life. Insert the holy M dash. May God bless you truly. Let it all be revealed. Okay, so if you may be wondering, like, what did Candace Owens do in order to get on the bad graces of France? Well, in the era of tolerance and acceptance and sanctification of trans activists, she basically suggested that Macron's wife is a man. And by the way, they sued. Like, the Macrons are now suing Candace Owens, and she said that in court she will provide evidence that she's a woman. I don't even know what the fuck that's like. And honestly, I thank God that I'm not part of the jury. Like, can you imagine? Have you seen Emmanuel Macron, right? Like, imagine that she would have to show you proof that she's a woman. I don't even know how that's like. But anyway, right, so Candace Owens accuses the wife of Emmanuel Macron of being a man. The wife of Emmanuel Macron sues her, and then Macron hires the assassin. Because he's also a professional, like he already assassinated Charlie Kirk. And even more so, just so you can understand how serious this is, they also hired an Israeli. Now, obviously, there are three possibilities, right? The first possibility is that she is making this up for attention. We used to have a word back in the day, when the internet was young and innocent, was a powerful word that described reality. This is why it was taken for us. But drama whoring, right? Like demeaning yourself in order to cause attention. Drama whoring, it was called. So maybe this is such a situation, right? It's a possibility. 1 out of 3. There's only 3 possibilities. There's no 4th possibility. The second possibility is that maybe someone from the French government is trolling her. Like, has she considered this? Seriously, like, think it through. Macron is annoyed that she is spreading rumors about his sexuality, and is talking to someone of his cabinet like, hey, you know what would be funny? Like that. What? Mention that we summoned someone from Benjamin Netanyahu. Like we empowered our assassination with one Israeli. And now she's spooked. The third possibility is that, well, maybe the French generally want to assassinate her. I mean, they hired the Israeli. Shit is serious. Whatever the case may be, we used to have a word back in the day, you know, trust but verify. Well, I guess, like, if something happens now to Candace Owens, I'm a very superstitious man. If lightning happens to strike her, if it's like a final destiny of a ridiculous freak accident, I'm going to blame that Israeli. Because, like, without him, the operation probably wouldn't have been a success. Seriously, though, like, in what reality are we in right now? Isn't it interesting? Candace Owens, like, she went from working at the Daily Wire, and then she got out of the leash. And she's picking fights with the French government, and now the French government want her assassinated. The thing is, like, okay, if you have evidence, why don't you take it to the authorities? Like, that's what I would do, right? Now, of course, you may think, like, oh no, like, the authorities in the United States, they're working hand in hand with the French. Well, in each case, like, why the fuck are you still in the United States? Like, she's not an average woman like you and I, who's poor and doesn't have the wealth and the means to go somewhere else. I don't know, like, go to Russia if, right? Like, I assume that, you know, Vladimir Putin is not in cahoots with the French government. So, like, you'd be protected there. Or maybe he's in cahoots with the Israelis, right? Like, I understand they're everywhere. Wasn't there, like, someone else that did this? They said that they want him assassinated and then he died. McAfee. McCabe? What, wasn't he like that? You know, he also posted, like, they're coming to get me. They're coming. They got him. And then people went like, oh, okay, well, I guess that happened. By the way, like, what happened to the McAfee case? Because that was very interesting. Like, literally, he basically said, like, he's not suicidal. He's not suicidal. He committed suicide in prison. And people are like, I mean, it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think. And as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.